Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yukishi, and welcome back to another episode of Metaphor Refantazio. Last time, we finally made our way to the desert area where Heisme is held up. However, before we could even make a dent into the entrance of the cave, we were met with another human, a worm-shaped human, to be precise. And after dealing significant damage to it, we got its whole, thus ending the game. Not really though, instead we actually went inside the beast, and had to attack it from the inside to exit through its, ass. And honestly, that was probably the worst aspect of the game so far. Not because of, needing to come out the pooper, but because there are no autosaves in that place. If you loot a chest, you don't get an autosave. If you pick up an item, no autosave. If you battle a creature, no autosave. So I had to do that at least like 6 different times to not only fight both red elements, or elementas, but to also adequately fight the bosses that are there, because there's no save points either, unfortunately. So that was fun to go through multiple times. Anyway, this time it's time to finally capture Heisme. Probably.
What now?
Anyway, I've switched back to Healer and Swordmaster for everyone. I don't need to visit more yet, so
onwards.
Let's go. We've come this far, we will find him, no matter what it takes.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heisme? Let's go.
So we bring the fight to them.
This will totally be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. Is that bounty really here? Bright light! Bright light! Giant sandworm's nest.
Indeed.
This area is massive, though I could expect no less, considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake?
Look!
Hey, look! There's a hut on the shore of the lake.
What the?
So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss, though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped?
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you've got a point. This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people. Yep.
Well,
Then we'll drag the truth out of him. For now, let's check the place out.
I'm heading.
Okay, I'm actually gonna put Mage on.
Mate!
Because I'm probably dealing with the magically inclined.
Alright, how's
That was
that?
brilliant.
Bonus XP! Oh.
Go on to us.
Bonus XP.
What now?
Okay, here we go. Effects on inclement weather. If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness. Oh.
By this power. Nice.
I thought you hit its weakness!
In the name of justice. Are you prepared? Be frozen. Really? Still standing.
Observe the magic knight! Freeze!
Wait, wasn't that supposed to be its weakness?
Victory is ours.
Oh.
Safety hard won.
Looks like we're gonna need double mage. Be right back.
What now?
Luckily, 2 mages and
Keep your energy up,
Stroll
everyone!
using ice was enough.
That'll do.
But unfortunately, I have to use double mage.
I think that's all of them.
List war. Okay. Now we can press on.
I see the enemy.
Come on!
Oh, right! We did
There
it!
they are. That was brilliant.
Look,
Jump down. Okay.
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
The humans.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heisme?
I didn't expect a Ujiv.
He's a Ujiv.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
Not the voice I was expecting, to be honest. So that's what they're called, Ujiefs.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name? Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters?
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon. So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come! I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings.
He's a
Allow me
bat.
to use this.
Oh dear.
Huh? There's more high space?
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
I get the feeling that Hazma's attacks are Weaver. Is it just my imagination?
What the? We've got multiple high.
Huh.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Yeah, he's like a bat. I'm not well versed in my animal knowledge, so I don't know exactly what kind of bat, but the wings and ears, you know? I thought at first he was a bunny rabbit of some kind, but no.
Let's go!
I don't have a
Hold
multi-target
on!
ability.
Come forth, Royal Soul!
I'll just go one at a time.
A blunder. Was luck on your side?
Oh wait,
Perhaps. No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come. You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
I do have double mage, so...
Are you prepared? This is
I'm
doing
barely
nothing!
staying awake. Have you really come this far on brute force alone? Now I know you only see what I want you to see. And once lost in the mirage, there is no escape. Most impressive. You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Where'd he go? He disappeared, just like that!
Even wholly surrounded, too. Tis bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
I wonder if you could actually find a way to, you know, get him all the time. Or if it's just impossible, and it changes the outcome. Probably not, but...
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed.
That sounds very
Had he
funny out
not
of
stepped
context.
in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
But we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
The inside's pretty shabby, too. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like...
I don't see anything to suggest that kidnapping victims are here.
Huh.
What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ujiv tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn, but judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. He did not go to such trouble for a child he had abducted. 'Tis only a theory, but I suspect this may be Haizme's own child.
And so,
He is but a fallen knight and has a price on his head. Besides, under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
Ujiv tribe. Royal Knight's insignia.
that's...
There's the mark! The Shadow Guard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was a Ujiv, but now... Is that a different group from the one you were in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is,
Titles and honors go to Clamar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow. Their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard then. Discrimination even among the knights. So much for a civilized age.
even so,
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs all. Their only focus is skill. In Haizme, he must be dangerously skilled. Yeah, he's 1,000,000% gonna join our party, and when he does, he's going to awaken to thief. 1,000,000%.
This is...
A letter?
What the
It
what?
says, to Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Oh, sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated.
Oh,
Is this letter written to Haizme? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father.
mayhap.
Look.
All these things have been bonded in multiple layers of cloth.
Indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it.
hey,
You better look around. Everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go to such lengths? Strange, the more I think of it.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes, but there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him.
but
But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. With that he had some weakness we could exploit. We need a way of countering Haizme's agility. Maybe there are some clues on the hide. If we held the urn for ransom. What if he held the urn for ransom?
wait a second.
Wow, that's kind of low, don't you think? Tis too callous for my tastes, and if tis not his child, the gambit means nothing. We must rethink this. Okay. There's a lot of cloth.
This place.
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Haizme have so much cloth lying about? To dampen the noise.
That's...
Maybe it helps dampen noise?
Aha!
Noise! That's it!
Hey,
Ah, yeah, he is some kind of bat. Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are, and that's why how he lives here so safely at Witcher. In a cave where sound echoes, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
I see. So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that the Ujiv has excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound.
Then
So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it,
nice.
worth a shot. I wish that was voiced.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Oh my god.
Haizme! Come out!
Show yourself!
wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Luis! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Ah!
She stopped!
Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds?
Oh no.
Well, so be it.
Oh no.
Danica! The sound of your wings keeps me up at night! Stroll, you think you're so smart!
I could probably shot something too. Stroll be more careful. Gallica be nicer to me. She's already nice. Plenty. Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn!
I was gonna say beautiful.
Finish.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
I personally would have said beautiful. This!
What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
I'm almost curious if the actual case has to do with anything regarding to kidnapping.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death.
Son.
If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
I don't
If
want
I'm to
fight
take
with
your
them.
life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk.
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. This should work.
I never really wanted to fight Heismay, to be honest. I always knew he would be a good guy. Like, you'd have to be... I feel hesitation in his attacks. Could he be wavering about delivering a fatal blow?
He's not getting away this time.
Okay! Yeah, no, I see no difference between any of them. I don't know if you're supposed to or not.
I'm all prepared.
Let's check out
Nothing back.
How will we do wide-ranging attacks? Focus on one at a time.
Only a flesh wound.
I show no mercy. I have my method.
Strength is fading.
Tick.
Captain, they've slowed you
Sword
down.
Master! The power of ice!
There we are.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so,
Not really, Heismay.
be neither timid nor arrogant.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
So, fire, lightning, wind, light, dark, slash, pierce, bash.
Come! Not this one.
Fire.
Oh, power of heroes!
Hulkenberg's
Let us
moving
clean up
slower.
this mess. I blunder.
You take a lot of electric damage.
Tis best used.
All these copies. I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is there some way to tell them apart? Oh, I'm dumb. I see it now.
I shall fight as the noble I am. No holding back! Be frozen!
Stroll,
I
your
stand
speed's down.
ready,
Okay, so I need wind, light, and dark.
with blade in hand! Oh, gales of wind!
Be
won't hold
neither
back.
timid nor arrogant.
I don't have
Hold
light.
on.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
10, 15.
Good. 'Tis done.
Almost double, or
I shall
rank 20 with
strive to
mage.
use this power wisely.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
No, not in a million. No.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. 'Twas the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then?
That's what I want to know, Gallica.
What's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying.
the
Remember
Guard
when we
Corps.
first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up.
I don't think it was the Baron
Absurd.
dude.
No,
I think it was
defies
Morris.
all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Absolutely
Like I
not.
said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
We're not
Give it
going
a
to keep you
rest, old
captive.
man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsmen yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Nearest.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story,
The truth is, we're going after Luis.
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day. You're telling me.
Hey!
I hope Nearest and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow. Alright. I'm curious about something, so I'll be right back.
What now?
Okay, there wasn't anything to really worry about. The things I checked were to see if there was anything more to explore in that place. There wasn't. And what happens if you actually beat Heismay early on, he still just leaves. Anyway, while doing that, when you reach 20% Archetype Mastery, presumably for any of the characters, you do get more heroes fruits, I think they're called, from more. So there's that. So I think it's every 10% of Archetype Mastery you get. Or, yeah, every Archetype Mastery that's 10% or higher. Or, no. Once you get 10% Archetype Mastery, you get a hero item. There we go. Anyway, let's rest up for tomorrow. Because I doubt I can even leave. Yeah. I can't leave to go sell my shit. Oh well. Can I drink? That's a picture of water. Got the faint scent of metal as a bronze coin rolled my way. Yeah, okay. Well, I already got the insect from that, I believe, so...
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms.
No.
I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
Barden wasn't the one that gave us the information, though. It was Morris, his assistant. I think I'm right.
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Let's...
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Yeah, it's not Heismay, as I've been saying.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick!
It's Morris, or whatever the fuck his name is. Oh my
Where's
God,
Stroll?
Morris.
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Nuris, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Nuris? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying.
Stroll?
With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else.
Uh-oh.
Children's shoes.
Oh.
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
A human? Inside the town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with
It's
him?
definitely not
If you
Barton.
ask me,
Dude was way too
it's
nice.
time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong?
Yeah, it's Morris.
You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
I fucking called it.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
I really hope Joanna isn't also behind this too.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
Calm down.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
Hang on.
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this.
Yeah.
The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed
that
Heismay
shit.
with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
But why? Like, just to get money or something? Or is this dude a racist piece of shit? He's a Kamar.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night.
From the very
It may be
beginning.
our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog.
Is it the human?
It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Intriguing. No good. They say they haven't found Heisman yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Hi.
What are our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there, over here. That sounds like
Evidently.
he's coming from over there. Is he calling for us? No, Hulkenberg. He's calling to the people behind us. Oh! Heisman.
Huh?
Why is Heisman with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just locked my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. Huh. And the Lady Joanna is, well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris, no, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if you can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Will? Of course. We'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch, not under all our noses. Noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. Hasmay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Ours may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Hey, finally, the place I needed to go to buy some seeds. A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. You can get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when you're ready. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to quickly
What now?
pop a save, just in case. Get back on the sword. Oh wait,
Right then.
that was Cattle Racket Road.
Go.
What is it?
Okay, so supposedly there's someone here that could help. I probably have to advance the story a bit.
Hey, listen.
Green Grocer Girl.
Excuse me?
Hey, Elda! Yeah, you, Mr. Elda! How do you prefer your Velmo? Roasted or stewed? Never had Velmo. Hi. Well, I recommend you to try a delicious Velmo stew. The juicy, slow-roasted flavor is what all the connoisseur grown-ups prefer. There now, that's it, you right? Now, Mr. Elda, wanna do a little shopping? Ta-da! Rock beans! You can cook some yummy dishes with these. I've also got the fragrant spice and the hero's fruit seed. I'm selling it to help me poor Oma. Come on, mister, buy it. I'll buy everything. Alright, let's go. So this is the old well that Barton mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared?
Let's go.
Let's hurry. We must rescue those children. Or the children.
However,
Secret underground channel certainly lives up to the name.
Keep your wits about you.
Someone's here. Oh boy. Morris. Yeah.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
Oh.
you can't run from us.
Please. Help.
So that's why. There's something down here, and the children are the food. We have a human to deal with, don't we? But why? Why?
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
3 dogs.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
Probably not.
No, further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a melee.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Uchief? Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
It's time.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Dude.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight!
Hell yeah, Haisme! Oh. Gnarly.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
I love everything about this design, except for the big knapsack on the back that's attached to the head. Everything else about the design kicks so much fucking ass.
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Unlike Synthesis Mahmuda Phantom Tracer, oh my god. Dark Sword! Deals weak physical slash to an enemy, may inflict forget. Steal. There it is. Steals a rare item from one enemy. The higher your agility, the higher your success rate. And at long last, Mudo. Deals weak magic damage to one enemy. And, as I predicted, he's the Thief archetype.
Then again...
Hell yeah.
Witness our strength!
Phantom Tracer. Deals extreme physical slash damage to an enemy and removes buff effects. Ooh. And then Mahmuda, because of course.
This doesn't feel right. On guard!
My name was
I'll show you the essence of truth.
This is so fucking cool. Hellbound Diabundo.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Light is power.
Willing to bet you're weak to light, but I don't have that.
Fire!
You hit their weakness.
Now, what's the play?
That's your
Oh!
Captain.
I call upon royal
You're weak to
power
fire,
then.
are you? And ice.
Magic Knight!
Hulkenberg got them right
Let
in
us
their
clean
weak
up
spot.
this mess.
Dude.
I need distance to the vanguard. Falling back. Forward.
Oh, and we have a full party of 4.
There's a better way.
Fire.
Hell yeah.
Let's hit
Okay,
Now
you do have a
accept
weapon
your
on you.
fate.
Givey.
Sorry.
Why,
Fire
hello
Fang.
there.
Steals an item from an enemy. Nice.
Burn!
Also, something I noticed too, just now realized about Heismane, Persona 3, 4, and 5 have something in common. They have an animal companion that becomes a party member. Heismane is no different. God damn it, Atlas.
Oh, power of heroes!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Face me.
spot.
Nothing personal. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there. Trevor.
Mate! Free!
Nice.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Stop!
Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Oh, thank God.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own.
Mm-hmm.
My son. He was killed.
Ugh. By who?
I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
The lady
I
herself.
can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract.
Excuse me.
We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Holy shit, that did bump me up. After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
No, we just did what had to be done.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
That's why he's greedy. It's not he... Motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
Okay. Theory. She was replaced by a robot because the old one died / got killed. Or she worships this beast for some ungodly reason, and when we go to fight said beast, we're going to fight her, but it's going to have a second phase where she gets eaten by the beast at her own, whatever that word is, at her own willingness, because what greater value is she to be eaten by something that she worships? Because she can be one with it.
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Highly doubt it. In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Louisa's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Comrade, new ally, Heisme. A traditional warrior burdened by his past has become your ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Heisme to calm down a little on the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. I probably can't do anything.
You know...
Yeah. Alright, let's go to sleep. How many...
What now?
Gold beetle. I have 9 gold beetles. Okay. Oh, right, before I forget.
What now?
Heisme, level 22. Alright, so he's got 3. So he needs rank 3 and then max rank in Thief. Alright, details. Archetype. The Origin Thief archetype possesses the unique ability to steal items from enemies and can also learn to drain their HP and MP? Oh. They can imbue their attacks with dark magic or status ailments, wielding synthesis abilities that nullify enemy buffs. Plunder Life. Drains HP from an enemy to restore your own. Drains MP from an enemy to restore your own. Plunder Magic. And then he's got Mudoon. Nice. And then Mamudoon. Seeker, Mage, or Healer. Damn. Okay, so super basic for right now. But I imagine every single character is going to want to have Plunder Magic, especially Mage. So I need the main character to learn this and level this up ASAP. Because Plunder Magic is really fucking useful. So his agility is insane. Is there a way... yes there is. Just go to party. 4th party member. Hell yeah. Alright, so he's got 23 agility, 13 strength, 10 magic, 8 endurance, and 14 luck. Okay. And the next class...
That is...
Yeah. Probably also has a bag on its head. That sucks. Lurking Nightblade. Deals medium physical damage to an enemy. Decreases their hit/evasion. Also has steal. Curse Chant. May inflict hex on all enemies. Assassinate. Deals heavy physical dark damage to enemy. May one-hit kill target. Shadow Dwellers. Increases evasion by 5%. Increases evasion against electric damage. I knew it! There had to have been a reason why he got dealt so much electric damage rather than fire, ice, or wind. He was weak to electricity. I fucking knew that. There had to be a reason. Elusive Drain. Deals weak physical slash damage to an enemy 1 to 3 times. Absorbs MP. May one-hit kill target. Oh! Okay then. So you're going to want to learn Swordmaster too. Huh. You have more agility than Stroll. Maybe I make you my physical attacker. And kick out Stroll. But Stroll's attacks are hit hard. Okay, how much luck does Stroll have? God Killer. Deals extreme physical dark damage to an enemy. High chance of one-hit killing a target. And then Phantom Chaser. Deals extreme physical damage to an enemy and removes buffs effects. Plus, Dark Sword is just a much better, the knockout punch move from Brawler. Skullcracker. Because it takes MP, not HP. Yeah. Time for some Z's. I'm not gonna end episode just yet. Maybe because so much happened, I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read on the evening breeze. Can't sleep, lad.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
To tell you the truth, we're a secret organization.
Really? Well, you're not very organized for an organization. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
No.
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure, then.
I'm liking Heisme so far.
Hermit, Heisme, nurture.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
The party can now study the theme.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course.
So he'd be 18? Damn!
Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Because of course. Oh dear.
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep. Hey, we didn't fall asleep that time. Usually whenever someone reads a book, or reads the book, we fall asleep. Is it because they have such nice voices, or is it because we're just tired? I don't know. Excellent, we're all here.
So,
today, we explored the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we have both Maurice and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we could go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare, if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed, I have only just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain.
Let's focus.
Apprehend the real kidnapper. 12 days left. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman, Morris, but I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Crane Gate Castle. Apprehend the real kidnapper. A mission with the deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into the castle underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission's period by taking on requests in town or by improving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
The search begins.
There's something in that castle.
Really?
We need to head over to Blindwell Alley. From there, we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Today, lots of stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to do some shopping. Not only that, but also go to Grand Tread as well for some shopping. But first,
Now,
before I
where
end
was
the
I?
episode, I would like to go to Academia.
Well, well. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't have Gunner yet. Alright, I believe Thief was on this side. I'm up the ladder. Yep. Research notes, Thief. In terms of Europe, blah, blah, blah. Among them, the adept who steals one's very destiny, I dub the Assassin. And the elite who lives and dies in shadow, I dub the Ninja, of course. The Thief archetype manipulates the power of darkness to steal not just treasures, but the very life force of its foes as well. However, its power is unconventional and works poorly against multitudes. To break the rules is to be punished by those rules. Let no thief forgets this truth.
Yep.
So this archetype uses dark attacks and can steal items from the enemies, but it focuses on single targets, so it's not so great against large groups. Huh. Okay, so it's good against bosses. So we got Masked Dancer, Summoner, Berserker, and then Commander over here. As well as something else? Yep, so we got question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm willing to bet King? Maybe? King? Aegis? I don't know. We got Commander, we got Merchant, Faker, Brawler, Gunner we haven't unlocked yet, and then Healer. So Gunner is more than likely Nearest. Masked Dancer. Okay, so Commander is more than likely Barden. I just have a feeling that Barden's going to be a Bond. And then over here, we got Masked Dancer, Summoner, and Berserker. I'm really curious about the Berserker. I have a feeling I know who might be the Masked Dancer, but I don't want to say yet. Because there's really nothing to go off of for that character. But, yeah.
Oh. You're coming.
So Barton's probably going to be a Bond, and he's probably going to give me a Commander.
More people missing.
One of the next party members, I'm just betting we're going to get another party member, is going to be the Masked Dancer.
More people missing.
And then we got Summoner, and then the last one. And then we have one more that it's question mark, question mark, question mark. And obviously Gunner, but let's be honest, it's Nearest.
More people
Anyway,
missing.
next time on Metaphor Refantazio, it's time to help around the place a little bit. And the guide is saying to chart a course to Camaro, so we might get Gunner in the next episode. So, I've been Rikishi, and I'll see you next time.